Hi everyone, thank you for connecting with me today. If you'd like to skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box below, along with additional information such as planetary transits and how to book a personal reading. If you are in the Denver area, hit me up the first week of February and I would love to give you a one-on-one reading. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with everyone. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. This is a loving community where we help each other grow, so I really appreciate the helpful, loving comments, and I love it when you guys support each other. And a big, big, big special thank you to my subbies. I am really feeling the love, and I have just appreciated it so much. So grateful for the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscribes. I love the personal readings you guys have been asking for, and I love when you guys just email me to connect with me. I'm really feeling the love, and I love you guys so much, and it really means a lot to me. I get so much from these readings, and I just love the group therapy, especially whenever Spirit, swoops in and gives us something unexpected. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if this video resonated with you, and without further ado, let's get on to your readings. What's up, Libra? Welcome to February. Ready for Valentine's Day? Or are we not? Let's check out. Let's check it out. Let's find out. So we have, we had two angel cards that flew out for you. We have Athena, and Athena says, it is safe for you to be powerful. Excuse me. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Excuse me. We also have, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. We also have the Hangman reverse. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. I'm coughing here. Woo! It's funny that when I started reading for Athena, I got all choked up. So it was like, what did it say? You need to be powerful. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way. So I feel like that choking is like, it's like, holding back your power, like choking down your power, if that makes any sense to you guys. But anyway, when I see Athena talking about being in your power, and I see it paired with Astara, like going after your dreams, it's like the power of your dreams. Like, you know that you deserve your dreams, right? You know that you're powerful enough to manifest your dreams, and you know that you are, like deep down, you know that sometimes I feel like the reason why Libras hold back is because they are afraid of their power, right? Like, they're all about the other. They're all about pleasing the partner, pleasing the other. And so they hold back their power. We hold back our power. I'm a Libra too. But we hold back our power to, like, accommodate others. But we know, like, if we let ourselves shine, if we let ourselves be in the spotlight, that we would have like a really great influence, right? And that kind of scares us. Sometimes we think like, will I don't want to make it like the Lauren show, but I'm thinking about this blog I had like years and years ago, and it was getting really successful, and I choked again, like I choked, right? And I just stopped doing it because I was like, I got this anxiety that my words were just like too powerful for the world, right? And like, I felt like that was so much responsibility, and what if I like abused that power or something? I don't know why I thought that, but lesson learned. Whenever it's paired with the Hanged Man, it says to me that in this particular reading, it's saying time to get off your butt, right? Time to stop this like shrinking violet thing that we do. Time to shine like a star, right? Astara says you deserve the best, right? You know you deserve the best. So shine your light. Reach for the stars and with your Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So don't settle for less. Don't, like I'm hearing try people on or try situations on, thinking like this is the best I'm ever gonna get. But anyway, let's continue. We only have so much time. And I'm kind of getting more off track than what I was expecting, but sometimes that happens. Okay. Libra, for Libra and all those who love Libra. What are the spiritual messages for Libra and all those who love Libra, for Libra and all those who love Libra, for Libra and all those who love Libra? Could you clarify the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles for me, please? The Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Interesting. Okay, I see like a specific story for me, but I'm trying to like get it for you guys, right? This is about the collective. This is about all of us. So first we have, well, okay, let's move it through. Let's talk it through. We have the Chariot reversed. Chariot can mean a Cancer. The Chariot is a card about forward movement, moving forward. And it's about pulling two opposing forces and needing like self-control and determination. And, you know, these two horses are going in different directions. So it takes like determination and being like strong within yourself to hold these two different energies and move it in the direction you want to move it. Also notice that he is moving away from the city. Can we see? So he's going away from civilization, right? And he's going into the frontier, into the wilderness. So, I just noticed these palm trees. I live in LA, so I don't know. I never noticed these palm trees before, but I just zoomed in on it now. So whenever it's reversed, you know, holding these two horses, being in control, being determined. Sometimes when it's reversed, it can mean feeling out of control, feeling like there's nothing you can do in the situation. Maybe that's why you're holding on. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tightly. So as things are moving out of control, the more you hang on, like, I'll just give like a small example, like materially, right? If, you are juggling your bills, if your paychecks are shorter because of the holidays or for whatever reason, then you are holding on to your money so tightly because you feel like out of control of your finances, right? So it can mean that. It can also mean that I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, Libra. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So the Knave of Swords, this could be you. This could also be someone you're dealing with, but the Knave of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And this can be the Spy card. I have a little different meaning for the Page or the Knave of Swords, but in this particular deck, it's definitely like, it's like obvious spy, right? Because this guy is looking over at this man in the doorway. So you could be spying on someone. I personally have given up spying because I'm tired of the effort and the energy. So if you are not spying, then this is someone spying on you. So like internet stalking, creeping on the social media. The Page of Swords can also mean, like I feel like the pages are our inner child. So the Page of Swords is like an old soul, right? A wise soul, but they get like frustrated with how, so they're an old soul. If you think about a child, they have just come back from the afterlife and they come into this world and there are all these rules and all this like like discord, right? And so they get very frustrated with like day-to-day things. I'm thinking of such weird things right now, but I'm thinking of Kim Kardashian. You know, she's a Libra too, and I'm thinking of that time that she lost her earring in the ocean and she cried. And like she was like such a brat and like cried about it. But like I identify as a Libra. Like sometimes the littlest things can set us off, you know, like if it's not in like perfect balance or perfect harmony, then that can like set us off. And that could also be like this like being out of control and holding on. So sometimes like the littlest, like, I don't know, gear that comes loose, we like lose it, right? But it's like, I know as a Libra, I know it's always a deeper issue, but like we blame it on small little things like earrings. So we have this little internet spy, right? Again, could be you, could be someone else. And then we have the Tower, and the Tower can mean, it's just a sudden shock, it's a sudden change. And I've said this so many times, but I've had so many Tower moments last year that it's like, bring it on, right? Like, what can shock me right now? The only thing that can shock me is something good that happens, right? So I'm not really worried about anything bad, it's just like, oh well, we'll see, like, what happens. So the Tower can mean someone sweeping you off your feet. The Tower can mean, you know, house burning down, and suddenly having to move. But it's this destructive energy. I learned the other day that it could be Pluto energy, so a Scorpio, but then another person commented and said that the Tower can also mean Uranus, which is Aquarius. So if an Aquarius means anything to you, this Knave of Swords, you know, might have something to do with it. Next we move on to the Five of Chalices reversed. So the Five of Chalices is... it's usually a card about crying over spilled milk, but in this deck we have a woman who is at the top of the tower, and she's like shouting to be rescued, right? Because it's burning under her feet. And it's interesting because we have two like tower situations here, and they're both on fire. There isn't a fire card here, but because there's fire in these cards, you could be dealing with a fire sign too. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and perhaps this Tower moment is kind of a rescue that takes place. But in any case, the Five of Chalices is, it's when we've suffered a loss and a disappointment, and they do say, you know, crying over spilled milk, but I also think that we need to look at those three cups and mourn over those three cups, and take the time to heal so that we can see the two other cups that are left standing. In this particular deck too, we also see a lot of growth on the side. So even though her house is burning down, there's still growth on the side. Whenever the Five of Chalices is reversed, then it's like you're ready to look at those two cups. The healing process has taken place, and you know, that pain has kind of morphed into, it's like that movie with the feelings, Pixar, I'm drawing a blank, with the moods, right, with Amy Poehler, and she didn't like the sad one, right, she didn't like the like sulky blue one. What was the name of that? Please tell me in the comments. It's driving me crazy right now. But she didn't like the blue one, the sad one. But in the end, it was the sad emotion that connected the family together, right? So they shared this sadness together, so that their bond deepened, right? They were, did they have to move or something? Anyway, they were all sad that they had to move, and so they shared that sadness in common. So, you know, perhaps this tower, whatever it is something, if it is destructive, if it is a, like, oh shit moment, then perhaps it's something that brings you closer to someone as a result of a shared pain, right? Ooh, cool message, sweet, sweet. Let's get on to your money, health, and career, but first, a message from our sponsors. Inside Out. Inside Out is the movie that I was talking about the shared pain. Okay, so we have One Ring Circus, and we have a sexy circus performer on the top. She has a top hat, bustier. She's on top of an elephant, and she's on like a cliff in the middle of an ocean. There's a half moon behind her, and I'm reading this on a half moon. It like just, the new moon just passed. And then we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like defensive energy, and it's about sticking up for yourself. So you might feel like, because this is a one-ring circus, you might feel like you're always having to battle it out for yourself, right? But let's see. Like, everything is a fight. 15. Let's read One Ring Circus. One Ring Circus says, you are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've required along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of, excuse me, where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So, because this is in your money, health, and career, I would say, maybe you want to go into business by yourself. Maybe you feel like you're always on the defense right now, and like going into a field all by yourself will, you won't have to explain yourself to anyone but yourself, right? We have the Ten of Swords right here, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Swords is a card about being backstabbed, betrayed, but it's a better card than what it always looks like. There's a sun in the background, there's a new dawn, a new day, and it's like the worst is over, right? There's no 11 in the tarot, so this is the last of the backstabbing, this is the last of the swords, and they can't stab you anymore. They can't hurt you anymore. It's all been done. You're numb to all the pain, all the towers, right? You are not surprised by any, backstabbing or betrayal. Whenever it's reversed, it's even better because it's like you have taken all this pain and like turned it into wisdom, turned it into something like better than what you started out with, right? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Love her. She's a fat lady riding a unicycle. She's so cute. She's pleasantly plump, right? She's a fairy. She has her fairies, and she has this silly little helmet with leaves on. The worst might have already happened, and now you are, now the luck is changing, right? Maybe now is a better time to go and do stuff on your own. Man, I used to have a housekeeping business, and it wasn't a prestigious job, and, I didn't, bank, I didn't make, a whole lot of money, but it was so nice being my own boss. I miss it sometimes. Now I work for the man. but it's stable. Anyway, Libra, for Libra, and all those who love Libra in their money, health, and career. What can you tell me for Libra and all those who love Libra, for Libra, and all those who love Libra? If it is your health, then you might feel like you're on a journey alone. And like this, like being defensive, this like battling, this sticking up for yourself is like fighting this illness, right? But maybe like the worst is over and a stroke of luck comes in. I hope so. Money, health, and career for Libra and all those who love Libra, for Libra and all those who love Libra, for Libra and all those who love Libra. The Magician, Two of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So, maybe you do want to do it on your own. Maybe you've already made it up in your mind that you want to do it. But I think what needs to happen first is that you need to delegate some responsibilities, outsource some of the things that you want to do, because when you are in a position to go out and do things on your own, to like be your own boss, there is still a lot of work. Like, you know, you might have to hire someone to be like an assistant for 4 hours out of the week or something, right? But that's all something you have to iron out, the kinks you have to iron out. But with this stroke of luck, maybe it's going to be a little easier. The Magician is someone who is capable, they can do it, they have all the tools, all the skills, all the will, all the inner strength, all the knowledge, they have all the training, everything they need to get started. And they can co-create with the universe anything they want. And in this particular deck, he's just so like finesse, right? He has this ribbon dancer going around. Do we see it? So he's like, you know, he's balancing on a pinnacle. He's balancing a sword on his nose and holding a cup in his hand. Like, he has got this, right? You have got this. And it's a little different from the Two of Pentacles in traditional decks, where you're juggling and there's usually like a wavy background in the back. This is a mountain, right? This is stable, and this is something you've worked for and had to climb to the top of. Again, growth on the side. So this is something you have grown, something you have nurtured, and something you are totally capable of doing. I want you to go out there and do it, Libra. I believe in you. And now we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords reversed is usually like a decision has been made. In this particular deck, I don't know if this means anything to you, but it's a nun with a little babe at her doorstep in the rain. So whenever it's reversed, it's like that nun has taken that baby in. Thank God that baby didn't deserve to be out in the rain. And then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Pentacles, it's a card about feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold. Actually, well, for one, the message of the Five of Pentacles is that if it's usually a couple out in the snow outside of a church, and you know, they feel like abandoned, but the message is if they would just go inside of the church and ask for help, then you know, they would it's like believing that all things and everything is available to you, and not having a poverty mentality. So sometimes whenever it's reversed, it's like oh, why are words so hard? I'm doing this at night. I usually have been doing them in the morning, and so my coffee is not at its 100%. So whenever it's reversed, it's like you have asked for the help. So again, delegate tasks to anyone, to any task that you need to, you know, outsource. But also, you might be leaving someone out in the cold. Right? Like, you might be walking out of a job or something, and your mind's already made up. But I would caution you to get some ducks in a row first. But, you know, you're perfectly capable, and I want you to do it. I want you to live your dreams. Let's get on to your love and your personal life. Okay, in love and personal life, focus. In love and personal life, we have, again, oh no, not again, the Knight of Leaves, and we got two ones that jumped out. Physical touch is important. I hear that. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. And then we also have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. We also have the Knight of Leaves, and the Knight of Leaves is someone who he has a calling in his heart. He has what he believes is fair, what he believes is just, and he rushes in, right? And he he spills the tea, right? He like tells you like it is, and you know, he is a little too harsh and abrasive for a lot of people, but he's like an activist protester type of person, right? They can kind of be like a little annoying because they're so like set in their ways. Like, I always see the Knight of Leaves as an Aquarius, so if you are dealing with Aquarius, this could be speaking to you. But, you know, Aquarius is a fixed sign, and so they're like, they're set in their ways, and so they charge in with, like, a harsh tongue. The sword suit, the air suit, is known for their harsh tongue. There's also a fox here, so, I mean, there might be a little sneakiness, just throwing that out there. But, yes, I definitely get physical touch is important. Have not been physical with anyone in a long time. Had some luck on New Year's, but then that was a fleeting thing. So we have the Lovers, and we have the Queen of Leaves. And what can I say about the Lovers in a love reading? I mean, aren't we all excited? Aren't we all just, like, tickled and happy? It's about damn time, right? Like, we're happy. I'm happy to get the Lovers in a love reading. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the Queen of Leaves here, and I always see the Queen of Leaves as a Gemini, but again, could be your energy as a Libra. You could be dealing with another Libra or an Aquarius. Could also be dealing again with Cancer because we have the little yin-yang here. But, yeah, the Queen of Leaves is someone who has been hurt, or the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Leaves. She's someone who's been hurt. She has, you know, she could have been divorced. She could have been widowed, cheated on, lied to, mistreated. So she's a little guarded, and she doesn't easily trust people, but she has good wisdom. And she has good wisdom to offer others. I love the Lovers in this deck. It's just so beautiful, y'all. They are so loving. Look at them. They love each other. Okay. Let's move along. Spirit. Please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Libra and all those who love Libra. For Libra and all those who love Libra and their love and personal life. What can you tell us for Libra and all those who love Libra? Please protect us from all who seek to do us harm. Please give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all. For Libra and all those who love Libra. For Libra and all those who love Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Thank you. Queen of Chalices reversed. King of Wands reversed. And Strength. So, couple characters. Could be, again, dealing with Cancer. You could also be dealing with Scorpio or a Pisces. The King of Wands reversed is an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Particularly a Leo because we have the Strength here. See this little lion? Let's talk it out. So, this is my apology card. It's a sweet card. I love it in this deck. But the Queen of Chalices, she's someone who cuts the crust off your sandwiches. She gives you slippers. She makes sure that, you know, you are warm whenever it's cold and raining. She, whenever you're feeling sad, she'll give you a hug. And very loving person. Whenever it's reversed, sometimes it can talk about guilt trips. It can talk about, like a person who's moody, a person who manipulates you through their emotions. So they'll cry like crocodile tears, or they'll you know, sometimes they'll snap like, you know, like stereotypical woman thing, you know, like, are you okay? Or, you know, how are you, what's wrong with you? And they'll be like, I'm fine, you know, or it's okay, when really they're not okay, right? It can also mean, you know, whenever it's upright in this particular deck, I see someone on their knees and someone with open arms, you know, offering this warm embrace, right? Light is shining behind her. It's warm. And he's apologizing. She is accepting his apology. And so I think of it as an apology card. Whenever it's reversed, it might mean that someone is delaying making an apology. Someone wants to make an apology, but it hasn't happened yet. And I say that because we have the King of Wands reversed, and the King of Wands, the wand suit, the fire energy, the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy. It's someone who is of action. They are active. They are fun, sexy, spunky, popular. They don't really hesitate to make any sort of decision. They act with their gut. They act with their loins. Sometimes the King of Wands, sometimes the wand suits, the court wands reversed, can speak of man whores. But I actually don't think it's a man whore issue in this suit. I feel like it's an inactivity. So because they operate from their loins, you know, when it's reversed, it can be like overactive loin activity or inactive loin activity. And I feel like there is inaction to apologize, inaction to there's just inaction right now for whatever reason. When I'm zooming in on this card right now is the Stonehenge back here. I don't know much about Stonehenge, but it's just like really like showing me that. So if that means anything to you in regards to this reading, let me know. But maybe it's like someone who's like being stone cold, right? They've built like these stones around their heart and they're not ready to apologize yet. But this structure seems so, like it's so easy to penetrate, right? Okay. Next we have strength. So whatever the situation is, it is going to take a lot of inner strength. And you know, you could be dealing with a Leo, like I said, but the Strength card is about taming our inner beast, right? It's also about seeing the other person's side with compassion. Compared with this card, makes a lot of sense. So it's like, again, about that shared pain, right? I forget what I was talking about with that, but it's like, you have compassion for this person because you have felt and do feel the same pain they feel, right? And so that's what deepens your bond. You have gone through a lot of shit, right? And they probably have too, you know? Yeah. What were these? Embrace your emotions. Physical touch is important. Embrace your emotions. Embrace the sadness, right? The sadness that we experience brings us to each other sometimes. you know, if this is someone you know, then sharing your sadness with them, like, it shows your humanity with them. It shows, you know, sometimes I think people are turned off by Libra because they think they're too perfect or something. Like, they think Libra is, like, hiding something, right? But sharing the icky parts of yourself actually, like, brings you closer to those you love. And you might think, like, I can't share this icky part with myself because they won't love me. They won't love that part, right? But it, like, deepens a bond. Okay, so I have, I bought these cheap candy hearts at the dollar store, and I'm treating them like runes. So let's see, for Valentine's Day for Libra. We have #love. And what I'm getting right now is maybe like a message on the internet, from the internet. You know, hashtag is all about internet stuff. So maybe you've been online dating. Maybe you will receive an apology online or something. Or through the internet, through an email, through a status update. I don't know. And then we have ooh la la. So this kind of goes with the physical touch, right? Being sexy, needing that, I mean, even, not even sexy, but just needing, you know, to be held, to hold someone and to be held is important. And I think it's important for Libra to feel sexy. We are ruled by Venus, of love and of beauty, and we love beauty and love to... Sorry about that, Libra. Yes, we love to feel beautiful, and we love it when others see our beauty. So, I hope those messages resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you next month.